Hi there everybody, we're just going to look at parallel and perpendicular lines and what that actually means. Alright, so it's just the basics, just to make sure you understand what a parallel line and what a perpendicular line is and what to kind of look out for. So parallel lines are two lines which are travel in the same direction, but always keep the same distance apart and will never meet. Okay, the notation you are looking for is the little arrows to tell you that they are perpendicular, sorry, not perpendicular, parallel. All right, so parallel. Okay, so that's what you're looking for to say that parallel, and not, like I said, it's marked with arrows. Perpendicular lines meet at right angles. Now they're not necessarily always kind of labelled that they are perpendicular to it, because it might be something that they kind of are assessing you on is your understanding of other particular things. So for example, if I ask you to put a tangent and a radius, well, they meet at right angles, but of course they might not necessarily tell you that, so they'd have to expect you to know that they are perpendicular. Okay, so just a couple of kind of quick questions in terms of here. Well, which lines are parallel to AB? Well, AB is this one kind of going up and down. So the only one I can see is GF or FG, as it goes in the same direction. All right, so does it matter? I mean, I've said AB and they put FG, GF, it's the same line. So in terms of direction, it doesn't really matter about direction. It's not a vector as such, but it's certainly parallel. Okay, so which line is perpendicular to AB? Well, the one that's perpendicular is the one that's kind of attached to it. So it's this one, isn't it, which is AD, because it meets at right angles to it, and the others are obviously diagonal, so they're not. All right, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So parallel lines, just keep your eye very, very closely in terms of questions. So this often appears in angles in parallel lines, strangely enough. And certainly with bearings, you might kind of come across this one. And then the perpendicular one, it comes actually all over the place in terms of graphs and in terms of obviously circles and those kind of things when dealing with something which is potentially perpendicular to it. And of course constructions as well, if you're having to draw a perpendicular line to it. Okay, so that's that and that. So please feel free to go to maths-school.co.uk and have a go at some kind of practice questions. And that's about it. All right, thanks for listening.